Hi, I'm back to continue my series on savings. If you haven't seen already, I made a video on an emergency fund that I'm going to link here. And now I'm going to talk about saving for Christmas. So it's currently Christmas time for me, and the best time to evaluate how much you're spending for Christmas and how much you need to save for Christmas is during Christmas. If you can look at your credit card statements, at your Amazon shopping list, at your bank account, and start to add up and really look at what are you spending for Christmas. Do you end up normally with a ton of credit card debt that you have to pay off over the next 2, 4, 6 months of the year? My name is Nailea with Do Money, and I'm here on a savings kick, reevaluating everything in my budget for next year. I do save for Christmas every single year. It's a really important holiday to me. I love to give gifts. I love to look at specifically, and I kind of take notes in my Google Keeps app on my phone throughout the year if someone mentions something that's really cool or something they like, or if I happen to be able to ask some kind of a question like, what's your favorite such and such, and then I go to my phone quick and I write it down because really I'm planning for Christmas all year round. It's pretty crazy. So this year I had planned about $1,200 for Christmas for everything. That is including myself, because what we do, my husband and I, what we do is at the beginning of the season, we say, okay, what's our Christmas budget for each other? And that way we have separate credit cards. So when he buys my gifts on his, I buy his gifts on mine. And that way it can maintain a secret, but we keep a budget, and that really removes all the headaches when it comes to money in our relationship. So I have $1,200. So far this season, we've spent about $800, and I have a couple more gifts to buy. We might go over what I expected. Things are so much more expensive. It's just inflation. So how to deal with that is one thing. I want to make sure I don't go into credit card debt for this next couple of months, and I want to make sure that I'm looking at how much income I might have left over for December that I can add to that Christmas fund so I, again, don't end up in a bad place. When I'm evaluating what I'm going to save for next year, I'm going to look at what's going to kind of happen in my family and friend circle over next year. The good news in my family is that we have 2 new babies coming, so I know that I'm going to spend some money on those babies next Christmas, and so I'll budget an extra $100, let's say, for those babies, or maybe $150 into our Christmas savings. So let's say I'm going to go from $1,200 this year to $1,300 next year, and I want to plan for that $1,300 to have that available to me next December so I can buy gifts. So $1,300 divided by 12 is $108 a month. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is go to my online savings account and change my recurring savings amount monthly to $108. This is part of my monthly budget. All of my savings all go into as line items as expenses every single month in my budget. And I do everything I can to not change those amounts throughout the month, which is why I set auto drafts. Auto drafts make life so easy. I auto draft everything, and I also separate my savings into different savings accounts. There's no rule as to how many savings accounts you can have. I have 6. I have 6 savings accounts that I have auto draft set up for, and it could be as little as $5 a month or as high as, I think, $120 a month that I save it for specific subjects or topics. And for Christmas in particular, since it's really important to me and my family, we save up pretty diligently and try not to veer from that monthly expense. If you don't have a savings account set up, you can go to any online bank. I like to use Ally.com or SoFi or Capital One 360. Those are kind of just ones that I've used a lot that are really easy to use. They have good apps, good websites, and they're easy to set up, and the money moves quickly from your savings to your checking when you want to pay off your credit card. So how I exactly shop for and use my Christmas savings is I usually start in November, and I plan for maybe Black Friday or Cyber Monday, and those days, or Giving Tuesday, And I plan ahead of time. I usually have my list on Google Keep of the things that I want to get people. I make a list of 2 to 3 things per person, and then I start to look around to see how much those things cost. So I can make a list and say, okay, person A, I want to try to spend no more than $50, and looking at the types of things they want, either looking at their Amazon wish list or looking at the list I made, then will it work, will it not work? So I kind of start to evaluate those things pretty early on in November. And I personally like to make things, but I have 2 little kids now, so I buy stuff. The key for me is to remember that Christmas is the same time every year, and as a bonus, you're saving money in an interest-bearing account, so you're getting some money on the money that you're saving. My recommendations to you based on how I budget is I look at what I'm spending this year, evaluate what's possibly going to happen next year in my friends or family circle, add or remove from that total budget goal, and divide by 12 and set up an automatic savings to a specific account that only houses your Christmas money. So that money will evolve, will roll over every single year, and you'll use it, save up for it, and use it and save up for it, and that's what that's there for. Take advantage of those savings accounts. If you'd like to talk about savings and learn about budgeting, please like and subscribe, and leave a comment about what you want to know next.